7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Transformers Rise of the Beast, the sequel to the surprise hit Bumblebee. When I was a kid, I grew up watching Transformers Armada on Sky One, and that was a great cartoon back in the day. I used to collect the toys. And before that, I watched Beast Machines on Fox Kids, which was a sequel series to Beast Wars. And the animation back then does not hold up today, but at the time, this was like early days for computer graphics, 3D animation, and it was astonishing. In terms of the movies, we all know Bumblebee is the best Transformers movie, and the Michael Bay movies, not so much. I know a lot of people said, well, the first movie is really good. I watched it recently. I don't think it really holds up today. I mean, it has a really fun, action-packed third act. Apart from that, it has too many cringy moments, especially with Shia LaBeouf's character. The film focuses too much on the human characters, and half of them don't even come back. And Optimus Prime doesn't come into like an hour in this movie.
You are so defensive. Were you masturbating?
Judy.
Was I No, Mom.
Zip it, okay?
No, I don't masturbate.
So what did I think of Rise of the Beast? Just as a movie in general, it's not for everyone. At best, it's a fun summer blockbuster, but as a Transformers movie, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it's easily the second best Transformers movie behind Bumblebee. And depending what you want in a Transformers movie, Bumblebee is a better made movie, but I do believe that Rise of the Beasts is a lot more fun. I found the whole story and concept about the Maximals and the Terracons quite refreshing, and I wish the film just focused on that and not have the Autobots and like Optimus Prime comes in like a post-credit scene. And whilst I liked Optimus Primal and Air Razor, I do wish that like Cheetor and Rhinox weren't sidelined. And the Terracons, which aren't far to the Decepticons, they're just slightly more powerful because they serve Unicron, which is a bit far-fetched in my opinion, but Scourge as a main villain is something I would expect from a Saturday morning cartoon, but in a good way. But I will say this about the Autobots in this movie, and I'm glad they took notes from Bumblebee. Rise of the Beast has the best personality traits and the designs of the Autobots, and Bumblebee has been front and centered of these movies, so I can understand why they had to kill him off. I liked how he takes movie quotes to speak. Pete Davidson as Mirage is an absolute surprise. It has a really epic third act with the Maximals and the Autobots working together. I felt like a kid playing with my toys again. The human characters themselves aren't anything special, but compared to the human characters in the Michael Bay movies, they're a lot more interesting, and I liked how they incorporate Anthony Ramos' character in the action sequences. And if you want to see more of Anthony Ramos, I highly recommend the musical In the Heights, which is still my second favourite film of 2021 behind No Way Home.
Yeah, I'm a street light choking on the heat. The world spins around while I'm frozen to my seat. The people that I know all keep on rolling down the street, but every day is different, so I'm switching up the beat.
Now I know I'm praising the film too much, so I gotta give it some negatives. Firstly, it does have the same generic story as some other Transformers movies about travelling across the world to find a special object with the fate of the world at stake. Not all the jokes work in this movie, some felt flat, but you might like them. For a film that takes place in the 90s, for the most part, it doesn't feel like that. I mean, you do have some like iconic hip-hop songs of that time. You have like the World Trade Center, and you also have this point when this kid walks in with a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers t-shirt, and there's this Autobot in this movie that can transform into a big military plane, but he doesn't do anything, especially in the third act. He's just simply there to get the Autobots from New York to Peru. So overall, I like Transformers Rise of the Beast more than most people. I'm not calling it great, but as Transformers movies goes, I thought it was pretty solid, so I got to give it a 7 out of 10. If you want to see Transformers in action, this does it best in my opinion. thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Go like, share and subscribe. Let me know, what did you think of Transformers Rise of the Beasts? Go check out my Facebook, my Twitter and my Instagram page. You guys are awesome. I got your back.